You know what it is, your boy DJ Filthy Rich.
Yeah, it's your boy DJ Big X.
It's your boy Mr. Exquisite ATL.
And this is the We Outside Show. We back in the building with another episode. And we got our special guest today. Willie Joe is in the building with us.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Willie Joe.
Thank you for having me. Thanks for having me.
Have me on a Friday.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So for those who don't know, Willie Joe, well, shit, me and Willie go way back since, rap days and shit running around when rap was real and before the internet and all that shit. And you had to really beat the streets up and get real fans, you feel me? Mm-hmm. We did a lot of shows together, but right now he's most known for being an A&R for Generation Now, DJ Drama, Don Cannon, Lake, and the gang.
Yes,
so,
sir. Yes, sir.
Glad to have you out here, man.
Appreciate you, man. You already know.
No doubt. So what's going on with Generation Now right now? Catch me up because I really want to. I don't even want to say now. Let's dog. We can take it there, but let's start at the beginning for the people who aren't familiar with Generation Now, what y'all really have done.
Okay, so Generation Now, like you said, Don Cannon, Lake Show, Drama. It's been around for about like 10 years now.
Damn,
so they first established it when they got with they came together and then said they wanted to start a label. They named the label after one of Drama and Cannon's tapes that they had that wasn't a Gangsta Grill. It was called Generation Now, which had Kanye West on the cover and all that type of stuff. So they created the label. Found Uzi, all that happened. Then they kind of built out the staff once Uzi had his first run of success. And then when they built the staff, they was thinking about A&Rs. And I've been friends with Lake, just like I'm friends with you, just like I'm friends with X. Like I've been friends with Drama and them, forever. So I used to always tell them, hey, this person gonna crack. Hey, this person gonna crack. And I think it was because I never brought up my own music to them. Yeah. I just kicked it with him, and just did my own thing when it came to my music. But, that made him think of me. I don't even know what made him think of me, but he thought of me and said that he thought I'd be a dope A&R. And, I was going through a lot at the time that he told me, so I felt like it was really God talking to me to transition. So, I went from rapping, then I just went full-fledged A&R, and I ain't rapped in 10 years.
Right.
I've been A&Ring for 8, so it's cool.
I think that's a lesson, though, that people don't pick up on. It's like a lot of times niggas be like, yo, they either ask for a job or they want to do something. But I think in this game, because this happened to me, it's really just finding a way to add value. Like if you be around people and you see some shit going on, if you feel like you could add some value to it, people notice that shit, bro.
That's a fact.
They notice that.
I tell artists that all the time, best way of getting in the door with anybody that can help you is act of service. Somebody gonna listen if you talking about helping what they got going on.
There you go.
If you talk to them all day long about you, nigga, okay, I gotta take a gamble if I believe you or not.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So the A&R game has changed over the past 10
10
years since you've been in the game. So when we was coming up, the A&Rs, they would come and they would do artist development and all this shit. You know what I mean? So what are the changes that you've seen and what is your role like in today's climate as an A&R?
It's drastic changes. It's more data driven. It's more, number driven, and what somebody streams, somebody doing, or hard ticket sales, stuff like that, which is cool. But I think that's what's dope about me being an artist at the time I was an artist, because my only sense of an A&R was people like Shakur Stewart, people like KP, people like that's the only people I really knew. Mark Pitts. Those are the kind of people that I knew. So all I knew was artist development and stuff like that. And at the time, you got to think about it. When I first became an A&R, by having no experience, that's my only value, is that I was an artist before. So that's the only way I can really get to the artist, move up the ranks without saying I accomplished something, because I can relate to them. And I noticed nobody else been artists the way I was an artist. People tried it and then said, oh, okay, I'm going to be an A&R now, or I'm going to be this now. But me, I went through everything you could go through as an artist.
I saw
the
it.
ups, the downs, the middle, the around, whatever. So, I think that helps me a lot as artist development.
But we're in the industry now of a lot of when you came, and I have to say I've been knowing you for a while.
Yeah.
I knew you when you was an artist. I know how hard you went when you was an artist as well. But being an A&R and being in this climate now, a lot of the artists now, it's a lot of entitlement.
Yep.
So being you are A&R, how do you deal with that?
At first, when I first became one, I was coming like I was an artist. I didn't know how to deal with that, to be honest. So I'm combative, didn't really understand. But over time, and then once things happen, and I had situations where finding artists, losing artists, like going through the trials and tribulations that I didn't experience before. Once I experienced that, I realized like anybody combative, anybody that's not coachable, anybody not listening, and we already have proof that we did it before and you didn't, you just a fool. Like that's not really something I need to be engaging in, because you only really get in that situation if you only find an artist just talent.
Right.
If you don't get to know them, if you don't see where their mindset at, if you don't see if they're evolving, then you're going to always end up in situations like that where artists, you know, got the talent, but his mind frame is having you in these combative, entitled situations, because we all go off talent and not who the person is.
So that leads to my question. I've been wanting to ask you this. You're an A&R. What do you look for in an artist today?
I used to, when I first started, I used to say the cliche shit. You gotta have the it factor. You gotta woo woo woo. But now on
It
some
ain't
real
like that,
shit,
right?
you gotta be a real nigga though. And I don't even mean real nigga like how I am and X is and Filthy is, my bro is. I just mean real and true to yourself. Like if your artistry is a certain type of way, like I don't give a fuck if you selling drugs. I don't give a fuck if you like still gotta doing what you gotta do. If you got an evolving mind, you're gonna be something. Like it's gonna click to you. If money is what you drive and you already in the streets, like kind of got an organization, like that's an evolving mind. Like that's why Lil Baby and certain people like that transition very well. Is because it's not just the talent, it's the evolving mind of knowing how to put shit together, because he's already doing that in the streets.
But the industry is transitioning right now. You can kind of, you feel it, you see it. You know what I'm saying? For so long we did trap for so long, and now we kind of see everybody's not just moving away from it. It's still, it's going to go back to being one of those things where it's always going to be a part of the culture, but it's not in the forefront of the industry like it used to be. Where do you see music going right now? Like, because I know generation now has a reputation of signing the next level of what's happening. So for you to be the A&R, I have to ask you that question.
No, absolutely, and it's exactly what I'm focused on. It's back to the talent though, and not just talent like, oh, it sound good, like you're good at what you do, like a rapper. It's back to really rapping. Like that's the reason why T.I. and certain things is nostalgia clips is so popping right now, is because they come from an era where you had to put care in it. You know what I'm saying? You had to give a fuck as far as what you laying down, how you perform, shit like Bow Wow. They killing right now. Like the reason his tour is the most talked about tour is because he's a seasoned person. These kids now don't got the care, so they don't even know to approach it like that. So I always focus on people that can really rap, people that can really sing. You can really you really got a vibe, you really got aura, because when you got that, it's you care about something. So even if your thing is like I dress hella well and I rap cool, you gotta care is why I see you every time you put that shit on a certain type of way. That's a care. Like I can work with that.
But when you see these kids now that's coming up, and I'm seeing them, like you seeing these kids really care about being a lyricist again. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing a lot of kids like, listen, I'm a lyricist. Absolutely. I'm not a rapper. I'm a lyricist. So I'm seeing a lot of those kids now. Do you think during that last era, and I know a lot of people don't think that era is over. I do believe that era is over. In this era that we're moving into now, do you see these kids really putting the focus back in lyricism again?
Yeah, because one, anything you in, you want to be successful at.
Right.
I think over time they're gonna realize like the instant success that they see, like the quick little shows and like the little 5-month run. They're going to get tired of that and want to be a part of some real money. And then once they realize the people that are really feeding their families, the people that have 10, 20, 30, 40 years in this shit is all people that are tied to care and really can rap. Like,
but I didn't mean to cut you. It was a two-part question too. But did we drop the ball in that era too? Did we just start accepting anything on the mic? You get what I'm saying? Because at some point,
but who's we? We wasn't.
We
wasn't, bro.
Bro, come on. Like, listen.
Shit.
We say that, and you know we go through this all the time on the show. Listen, we say that, but at the same time, we were playing these records.
No, we was playing what the people wanted to hear, but that ain't what we want.
Though. That's what he mean.
Listen, if you was playing it, you was a part of it.
I'd have got fired if I did.
That's y'all dog.
They'd have kicked me out the club.
But you playing in your car.
But this is what I'm saying. We were playing it, so did we gotta, you gotta be accountable for your role in what you did. Now you can't just sit here and go, nah, it was going on, but it wasn't really me. You
That's
was
exactly
playing
what
it.
I be saying.
Yeah, but you like listen, you was playing it too.
I
You was playing it too.
I gotta play it tonight.
So
Shit.
that's why I said, like, you know, if we're gonna be accountable, DJs have to be accountable too. You know what I'm saying? So we have to go. Did we drop
That's
the
a
ball?
double-edged sword.
Yeah.
How could you do that when your purpose is to serve what the people want and the people want the bullshit?
And that's what I'm saying. We play what the people wanted. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the people want. So when I ask, did we drop the ball?
Yeah.
You got to start looking at those factors. You can't overlook those factors. Okay, when you say who dropped the ball, okay, did the DJ play a
That's
part?
y'all
of it?
niggas, man.
Yes, sir.
So all I hear is sports when I hear the talk that you talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
So who is like the Anthony Edwards, or who is you know, the young up and comer that's either in the city, anywhere that you like, okay, look, he got the talent, he got the potential. You gonna draft him in the first round. You're gonna take off and go right now. Who you got?
Like people that's out, established.
Yeah, or somebody
He's asking the question that we kind of ask all the time, like who hot? That's really what he's saying. Like who hot?
Be asking me
He went around the block. He's saying who hot.
Well, YK niece is Angel Reese for sure. Oh,
That's a good
fire. She everything she touching, and I like her because that's an example of evolving mind. How she came into it, you don't expect that, but now she's realizing how it go, figuring it out as she go. It's clicking, and now she's seeing her sauce and her formula, and that's why she hasn't continued success.
But being an executive at a label, I want to ask you this.
YK Niece. You know who
YK
that is.
Niece,
Yeah, take me through there,
Take
girl.
me through that. Take me through that.
okay.
But
See, he's
let
a
me-
sports guy, so he don't know. We be schooling him.
He made me forget my question, man. God.
You talking about YK Niece?
Nah, I forgot it now, man. God. You
Because
know.
look, once again, it's a girl, right?
Yeah, true.
The girls are taking, them took over.
We
And
told you.
Yeah. And see, that's why I'm coming, because you trying to tell me ain't no YN out here that's a...
Well, Belly Gang going crazy.
Yeah.
Belly Gang is.
But let me ask you this, since we bring him up, and we talked about him a few times on the show. Do you think Atlanta's in trouble with the lack of artists we got coming out? Like, you know, before when you thought about Atlanta, you would have some coming out. This guy.
I'm gonna
like
be honest with you. It's the same thing. That's the problem where I'm from, the Bay Area. We want a certain type of person to crack so bad, we ignore the evolving talent that's emerging from here. You know what I'm saying? Because Atlanta got Marco Plus.
Right, that's what I'm
Deontay
saying.
Hitchcock.
It's-
They got Akeem Ali. I can go on and on and on. And they are emerging. They packing 500 pack rooms
And they
alone by
fire.
themselves.
Right.
They fire. But we want a certain type of feeling.
Right. And I like that because I am seeing those younger kids, you know, they bubbling. You know what I'm saying? They packing rooms, they doing shows, and they got a real fan base.
Exactly.
But when you look at it from the surface of, okay, who's hot? You they're not being mentioned in those circles.
Yes.
Where
Why you think
before,
that is?
like before 10 years ago,
Yeah.
if we said they was hot, it would be Akeem, this, da 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 da. You would
True.
hit them, we would be going crazy. True. Now you just don't hear.
Gucci coming. You heard Gucci Man.
But that was because everybody at the time, I just really feel like everybody during that time was just more aware because we was hungry for it. Now I think, and this is me being honest, I think the city got complacent. We had such a run with back.
True.
You just, oh man, you know, we ain't tripping. We
I
know
think-
we got this. You know what I'm saying?
I think
Like the Lakers. You know, we'll pop again. You know what I'm saying? We ain't tripping.
Yeah,
We'll show
but
like
even
that.
with the Lakers, you got to think about this. The Lakers had a run too, but then look how long it went before they got another championship.
That's how it's designed. That's by design though for sports. But I think it's oversaturation. I say it all the time. It's just like when we was coming up, I ain't know a lot of niggas that rap. I didn't. I was like me and like two other people was the only niggas in my hood that rap. Now your cousin rap, your mama rap, nigga, your sister, your aunt, everybody fucking rap.
Yeah,
So to
that's
me, it's
true.
like it's oversaturation.
meant-
So it's hard to get through all the bullshit to find a Deontay Hitchcock unless you the type of nigga like looking for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To me, that's just my opinion. I feel like it's just too much. It's the same thing with like even producers. It's like, remember, you guys DJing. I'll say DJing. You used to have to spend money on your equipment and all this shit. Once it went digital, now everybody's a DJ. Once you could push a button, now it's a DJ.
Right.
I think it's the same thing as rapping. It just gets so oversaturated. Like, you might miss a lot of the good shit. Like I just got put onto a project today that came out last year.
Right.
I had no idea it came out, and it's random as fuck. It's Juicy J and Logic. Did y'all know they had an album together last year?
No.
But
Album,
I heard
okay,
Juicy J
I heard
track
it, I
so
think.
hard the other day, I don't
Did you know about that project?
I ain't never heard it, but I think I heard it.
I didn't even know it existed. I just found it today, and I'm like,
But
Damn, this
right,
shit
that's-
hard.
But that's another factor too. You know how much music come out.
Too much.
Is it, like we talking about a whole project that you got 4 people that's in the music that's sitting here, and all of us you overlooked it, I overlooked it. He never heard of it. He's talking about another song,
And it came out last year.
right? So
It's
this
hard,
is what I'm
bro,
saying. So you
to
think
keep
about, and it goes back to what I always talk about. You got 100,000 records that come out a week. There's no way
That's a
you
real
can
number,
keep
too.
up. That's a real number.
Yeah.
And that's what we talking about. Not even counting AI. We talking about maybe
Now you gotta deal with that too, right?
right.
So let me ask you this though, right? With all them numbers, how is this with a machine? Which y'all was talking about the machine, with Nisha and them were talking about the machine, right?
Yes.
Is that how? Cause like the people y'all mentioned, I ain't even heard them on the radio. So is the machine only? What's his name? The dude you just start with a D.
Deontay Hitchcock?
Yeah. And that's
he gets like is he on the radio?
No.
You see what I'm saying?
but let me ask you this: being an A&R, when you look at it, the Hitchcock kid, right? You seeing what he's doing? Is that somebody you would be looking at?
Yeah.
And I don't want to put you on the spot like that.
Yeah,
but-
I'm not saying him exactly, but we got an example of that. Shout out Kai Cash, but yeah, I am intrigued by those kind of artists because to me they building worlds and building brands,
Right.
and it's.
I mean, they not, and that's the thing. I think is the distinction that has to be made. Just because they're not trap rappers, that don't mean they're not great.
That's
rappers.
my point.
And I
Bro,
think-
they
and that's-
shows be packed.
That's what we not saying. I mean,
Yes.
we going around it, but we not saying that. And I think
And why
that-
you think that those kind of artists, when we get in situations of talking, or it's a big round table talking about Atlanta, why you think they're not cool to say? Why you think people aren't thinking about
because
those
I think
kind of
people look at they put those artists in a box. I think it's like those are the, me and Ray talk about it all the time. That other shit. That's that other shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hip hop.
But when you talk to somebody in Atlanta and you play it for somebody, the first thing they're gonna say is, "Oh, that's that other shit."
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But it's hip hop in core essence of what it is. But to them, because it may not be trap, it may not be street oriented. It's that other shit.
It's funny you saying that too, because even I was just bumping the old Outkast song, and he says that in the song, right? I don't fuck with Outkast no more. They be what on some other shit.
Yeah.
We love the other
Right,
shit.
but
we lost
big
the
one.
appreciation for the other shit.
right.
Before we had an appreciation for the other
Y'all.
shit. So when you
Stop saying we
talk about those artists,
Yeah.
they kind of miss the whole realm of the group when people talking about them, because it is looked at as that other shit. So you ain't gonna talk about them the same way you talk about the Scooter or Jeezy or one of these cats that's really riding cracking, because that's what's being put in front of your face every
You don't
day.
feel the shift though. I feel it, bro.
I was telling Joe that.
Yeah,
you
I
feel it.
I feel it. All right, so I'm gonna ask you when you think the shift happened, because I feel like I know when it happened. When do you think it happened?
I want to say like maybe, I don't know. I want to say 2 years ago.
It was that. For me, I think it was the Kendrick and Drake thing, because
Yeah.
I feel like them niggas was rapping their asses off. They were the two biggest in the game. So then everybody had to start saying, "Oh damn, I do
But
like when motherfuckers be rapping for real."
But I think it go even deeper than that. I think when the Rico acts and all that played a part of hip hop, all of that, like
they start looking
and
different.
then and then you gotta look at the perception of how people look at rappers. When you diminish the how you may look at somebody, that kills everything.
Yeah.
So if I looked at you as being the toughest guy ever on the block, and then I see a dude come beat you up, you ain't. I can't even
It's a
see
wrap.
you like that no more.
Like
over
Charleston
with.
White pepper spray you and then
Yeah, come on, man. If you let Charleston White punk you, and you supposed to be the hardest rapper in the game, and every rhyme you write is about how tough you is. Come on, bro. I can't see you like that no more.
Oh, well, we're going through that with Gucci and Pooh Shiesty now, right? Like they saying now, niggas is looking at Gucci a little bit different now.
I mean, but that's I don't really want to speak on that, because if I speak like it's a real, you know what I'm saying?
No, I understand. I'm saying niggas, like the fans, like
they
I'm watching them. I'm watching them fold on Gucci.
But if
I'm
you
watching
look at
them.
it from a real standpoint, and I heard this one guy on TikTok say, would you hold Pooh Shiesty to the same regard if he was robbing Leo Cohen?
Exactly, they don't do it to the white guys.
No, I'm just asking you. Would you hold him to the same thing? Would you be looking at him like, yo, Leo shouldn't have told?
No.
Exactly, no.
But Lior is not a street nigga.
He's
a civilian. He's a civilian. That's the whole.
He done separated. That man literally moved to Miami.
See, now we're gonna go into that couple. See, now we about to go into that couple.
No, we don't have to. I'm only saying. I'm speaking about Lior.
I'm telling you,
all I'm saying is Lior is a civilian.
If he went and robbed Lior, the first thing anybody would say, yeah, he should have got locked up. He should have got arrested. But because it's Gucci,
he still should have got arrested.
He's a street nigga. No, you just said it. You just said we should have looked at it different because Gucci's a street nigga.
Not we. I'm saying.
No, you said.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying Lior is a civilian. The Gucci man was not a civilian.
Why he's not a civilian?
Because he told us he wasn't a civilian for the last 20 years.
He definitely did do that.
But
I ain't saying he said.
Let me say this. This is what I came in the kicks with it, right? Okay, if he would have did it, keeping it in the streets without the civilians around, it would have been cool. If he just called Gucci, hey bro, pull up on me, let's smoke something, kick some shit, bro, let's talk about the studio, and he did it in the car. It's just him on him in a one-on-one, right? But no, you come down to the studio with all these business folks in here and try to strong arm me. If you just be like, hey bro, we in the car smoking, and then he tried to get him. That's a different story.
It's the same
then
thing.
Gucci say, but nah, bro.
I don't even think Gucci told on him though.
Him, he didn't.
He said his security guard is an off-duty police officer. He told.
But listen, bro, I'm just saying.
He has to tell. That's his job.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You like you're a civilian, right? You know what I mean. He's a civilian. And you gonna rob me because you gonna hit me because I'm in the street.
But you gotta think about like, listen, this is how I summed it up, and then we can move on. I really looked at Pooh Shiesty like this, and this just being a young dude that didn't know the game. He looked at Gucci as being a real street dude, so he felt like if he did that, Gucci wasn't gonna tell.
Right.
Get what I'm saying? He felt like, this some street nigga shit. Like,
handling the street.
We gonna handle we handling some street nigga shit. He didn't know,
shit.
But what he did know, and this is what he did know. He did know that my man had a federal agent as a security officer.
Yeah,
I think that's what made the difference.
Yeah, you're cooked.
That's street shit.
I think that's what made the difference.
That's why hey man. Wouldn't let it happen to me.
I'm gonna pull the move. Hey, bro, I want to get out my contract. You call him. Hey, bro, can I?
But I think it all still was a conversation. At the end of the day.
I mean, but it happens though. If nigga put your life like that.
In the Maybach or whatever y'all kick shit, right?
But you got, but this is what don't
nobody.
That
street, right? Ain't nobody else. It's just me and you. This street, it's just me and you, right? Now I can try to strong arm you, not with the civilians around, but not in the studio.
But he wasn't gonna try. Hold up, wait.
Come on now.
Nah. He wasn't gonna strong arm Gucci, bro.
That's
Stop
he
playing
did.
with
He
me.
did.
You talking about you?
See what you just said? That's the same thing, right? Because you weren't gonna try me by myself, my nigga.
Yeah, he definitely would.
Come on now.
Hey
you
man,
gonna try me by myself.
Shout out to them niggas, man. Good luck to everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I wish them luck, man. That's a lot of headache.
He ain't take nobody
It's
with
a whole
him.
headache
Last
right
time
there.
he took somebody with him.
It's too much, man.
Actually, I got a segment for y'all. Speaking of strong arming, let's keep it moving. What about this Live Nation situation?
Oh yeah. So break that down exactly what happened because they got what did they say they're
They're monopoly.
a monopoly.
We found out that
They are. I told y'all that 2
Said
weeks
that last
ago.
time, yeah.
No, we knew that, but they got found in court. They told them that they're.
I didn't have to go to court. I already knew that.
That is funny that you literally said this 2 weeks ago.
Right.
When they came up and now look what happened. To
But
folks
okay,
like,
so but court wise, what are the consequences of them being a monopoly? What happened?
they're gonna have to dissolve. They're gonna have to break up the
Completely?
merger. It's the merger between Live Nation and Ticketmaster.
Okay, only that though. So with the shows and Live Nation,
Some
they
of the
have to separate.
contracts, some of the exclusive deals that they have with artists.
Good.
All that.
So that means if you cut a deal with them in the last year, so you just got paid.
Boy, what?
Yeah, I don't know. Is Usher and Chris Brown Live Nation?
I
I
don't
think
think
it
so.
is.
If it is, shit, they got a bag.
Right. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
they getting their money anyway.
So
Yeah.
for the people watching, explain how does that change the game as far as just how?
I mean, when you break it down, I mean, you got to think about if Willie Joe was an artist right now, he go cut a deal with Live Nation. They may give him some upfront money, but just think about everything that's in those venues. After he signed that deal, they get everything.
Yeah.
So they gave him $15 million, but they made $59 million.
Yeah, it's like the 360 of performances. It's like a 360 deal for performances. They touching everything. I'm glad they finally did that though. God.
But when you think about it though,
But the
and you
music
think
business,
about
though.
it, right, the kind of money that these artists was making from those type of deals, I think that goes away. I don't know if an artist will get another $15 million or $20 million deal or $100 million concert deal now that goes away, because Live Nation could offer that because they had a monopoly. You got Ticketmaster and the concert venues partnering together. Mm-hmm. Now when you separate those two, now you got two separate entities. Now you got to deal with.
Mm-hmm. There's a way around that though, and niggas gonna figure it out, like we always do. You don't have no choice. I'm still on the grassroots shit though. Anyway, I'm like, listen, man, God, just go to your people, keep performing for your people.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to think about that. Live Nation they made $59 million, but they was actually giving artists upfront money before you even went on tour. I don't even think Ticketmaster could come back and get that type of money.
So you saying they giving good signing bonuses?
Oh, niggas was getting money.
They was getting money.
They was getting way more. Live Nation was getting way more. But Ticketmaster got the bag too. Cut it out.
Ticketmaster been getting money since the 80s.
What?
Man, that's the thing. Ticketmaster and Live Nation merged into one. They were one.
Yeah,
that's how they had
what?
a lock on the game.
Listen, I go to shows. I'm a concert going ass nigga, and I know what I paying fees.
Right.
Ticketmaster, they getting the bag.
Yeah,
and they reselling shit before it even come out.
I ain't even gonna lie. Once they did that merger,
Man,
I stopped going to shows because the ticket prices got out of control.
Bro, the Jay-Z shit, any show, it don't matter. Any time I bought a ticket from Ticketmaster, even if it's the first day, they have resellers on the first day.
But see, even when you talk about
you must have moved right away. You got the Jay-Z ticket?
I'm going to 2 shows.
You must have moved right away.
Yeah, I was on. Look, we had.
But
2
nah, bro,
computers
listen.
going.
But just this is what I'm saying. A lot of those tickets was already pre-bought.
That's my point. I didn't.
You see what I'm saying?
The tickets was resale on the first day, bro. The first day. How is that possible?
So that's a black market type shit.
Them niggas is buying the tickets. Ticketmaster's buying the tickets and reselling them.
Yeah, bro, it's a monopoly. Like, come on.
It's ugly, man.
I'm trying to get mine in. Well, I'm going 2 computers with the Chris Brown Usher shit. Real quick.
Yeah, I ain't doing that when it's over with. I done spent too much money this year on shows.
Just also last thing on that, it's not just the ticket prices, but also the venues, because a lot of the venues had exclusive deals with Rock Nation or Live Nation. And
But I wonder how they'll dissolve that deals too, because a lot of those deals they had locked in over a
period of time.
You know
I was
what I'm
thinking
saying?
that too.
So
it's not overnight.
Even with the artists, like just think about if you had a Live Nation deal with Jay-Z or Beyonce or whoever, those deal was done for 5, 8 years at a time. You know what I'm saying? Nobody if you're gonna lock in a Beyonce, you ain't doing a 3-year deal.
No, we gonna get the money on for a long time.
Shohei Ohtani for 10 years and $300 billion. $300 million.
Not. Let me stop.
I want to go back to before we get to the other topics. I do want to go back to Joe. So, who is some of the artists that? Because I still feel like the people don't necessarily know all the time. You know, we try to educate. So, obviously, Generation Now, Lil Uzi was the big first one, right? Mm-hmm. But who else would they know that came through Generation Now? So they really know who I'm fucking with over here. Man.
So you hilarious.
You see what's coming, right?
You good.
I'm
That's
good.
dope.
Thank
Well, all drama shit came out under Generation Now. Generation Now is also part of when he collabs with people and do Gangsta Grills and stuff like that. Jack Harlow, you know, definitely. But I will say, the new project is not Generation Now.
It is,
but that's family. Well, fuck Willie. You know what I'm saying? He's earned himself to be at a place where he can make his own decisions, do what he want to do. You know, if I agree with it or don't agree with it, hey, that's you know, whatever.
Like
but you know, shout out to him.
Why do you think he's not with y'all no more?
I don't think it's a why thing. I think just evolving. Like it's just, you know, that's unfortunately it's how the business go. You know, a lot of things happen in Atlantic, a lot of people change. It's just a lot of business that ain't my business to tell. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Yeah.
He's getting a lot of backlash, so I know that's your man, so I don't want to go too deep into it, but you know, they saying the whole his new neo soul album called Monica. I'm glad that it's not a Generation Now project. I listened to
though?
Yeah.
Hold on, let's have that conversation first. Can't you tell?
Yes.
Okay, I'm about to say.
Nah, dead ass. Because when I knew from the first time I seen the rollout, and I'm like,
yeah,
this feel a little different. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of like, I'm into shit like that. So I started doing my research. I'm like, oh, he not with them because I don't feel like y'all would let him wear that hat. I don't feel like, you know what I mean? Like this ain't you saying it, just me. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like y'all would have let him do that way. I don't think y'all would have. I think y'all would have been like, yo, that title probably's not the right title to have. You
But I
feel
think
me?
to the buying public, I don't think nobody know. I think just being honest with you, like if I'm a consumer, I wouldn't know he ain't signed to
Yeah, 'cause
Generation Now.
nobody's
Like now
being
we
public
sitting
about
right here
it.
now talking about it.
But
okay,
I think
now
we should be loud about him not being a Generation Now project. If you are a Generation Now fan, because I don't think it represents them. Me again. Everything I say, I'm speaking for me.
And I say this when I heard about the project because I haven't actually heard it, so I'm not gonna speak on the music.
Right.
When I heard about it and heard it was like an R&B album, I was just like, he was doing some type of like R&B, something a little different from what he normally would do.
Yeah.
Now that's what caught me off guard because I'm going like, okay, now what drama and them doing over there now?
Not
You
that.
see what I'm saying?
Not that. But he's talented though. Like I really like him. I think he's dope.
fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, he's dope
And
as shit.
Just to even think like that, I just think, I think I get what he was trying to do. It just wasn't all the way good execution.
But do you think when those artists like that, like when you see those white artists make those jumps like that, because what he's trying to do is what we've seen other white artists do. They come in, they straight rapping, then they kind of gradually grow back into doing like more pop music or rock music,
Jelly Roll.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do you think he kind of moved too early?
Yes, me as a
There's an A&R. You're A&R.
Me
There's your
as
A&R
A&R.
opinion, not Willie Joe
Yeah.
as an artist, but Willie Joe opinion as
but
an
even
A&R.
as Willie Joe the A&R, that was with him on a 5-6 year ride up until what's popping. Like you know what I'm
Right.
saying. He's always had this vibe to him, but
Right.
it's like you said, it was too soon. We still wanted to bop.
Yeah, I think we was maybe an album or two away from
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You definitely worthy of doing that type of project, but timing is everything,
Right.
though.
Yeah. That's why I asked that, because I know a lot of times artists do. A lot of times when they feel like they're at a situation, it's like it's the same thing I kind of said about Lotto. Like I love Lotto, but I think when she did the Mariah Carey record, I just thought that was too early for that type of record. You get what I'm saying?
Interesting word.
You know what I'm saying? Even though it was a big record for her, I just felt like, damn, she just came out 4 to 4, like 4 bangers in the club. Now she go from that to a pop record. I just didn't feel like that was the natural growth, in my opinion,
Yeah,
for her.
I can see why
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, plus the last few hits he had, boy, he got like another 2 years of just hitting niggas with that. He could have just ran up the bag because he was like in the zone. He caught his
but
wave.
that's why I say a lot of times, even when I'm talking about Lotto, those be opinions. Like shit, that record did great. You know, my opinion was like that wasn't a great. I felt like it might not have been the growth that she needed, but
She made
the
some money.
system knows how to work those type of records and position them too as well.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be kind of funny for me to kind of watch the system and see how they position this new Jack Harlow. If y'all saying is what it is,
I mean, he's getting a lot of flack.
Yeah, and I think he's getting flack off like sound because you gotta know him. Like he's being sarcastic, but you know what I mean. You can't be sarcastic if people
That
don't
don't know
know you like that. You know what I'm saying? So they can just clip something you said and make it a whole narrative, and now it's out of control.
Is
You
he,
can't
is
do
he
nothing
still
about
is he
it.
still at Atlantic? Is he
Yeah.
still there? Okay. Yeah. So like I said, Atlantic is always good at working these kind of projects. So
Yeah,
it's gonna be good to see how they can
Let's
make
see
it
what
work.
they do for sure.
Even with that, so when you're dealing with artists and then those labels start merging and all that type, man, how much of a
Unfortunate.
headache is that, bro?
Yeah, it's unfortunate because it really show you the business. Like you can't do nothing about it. Like it's
Yeah, my man is not over there no more, so I know it's a little different over at Atlantic Crespo. He ain't over there no more.
oh yeah, legendary for sure.
Yeah,
That
you
was
know,
their
the
first
legendary guy. That was the first
Definitely
mistake by
first
letting him
mistake.
go.
So where's he at?
We
now?
ain't over there either though. By the
Who?
way,
Oh, really?
we're not over there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where y'all at?
Hey.
Okay.
Oh,
Say
y'all
less.
left?
Oh yeah. Well, not left. It was just over.
Yeah.
Too much
But-
shit going on. Yeah.
But the industry changed a lot though too. You know what I'm saying? Like even when we look at this thing now, you know, it's crazy to see like even when you look at the shift in labels are not even really signing artists no more unless they really got numbers behind them. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say when you look at the lack of artists that's coming out of Atlanta right now, I only see that light because I know the A&Rs that are really at those bigger labels aren't doing. They're not gonna go do the research. They're not gonna come and hit the streets and find out what's popping.
Right. Remember
You know
niggas
what
to
I'm
come to the club?
They ain't doing that no more, boy. Stop playing. Now it's great that you got a Willie Joe who's in the city, who's at a generation now.
I
who's-
seen him in the club.
right, but you ain't gonna really see a lot of these new cats in the club.
Yeah.
Like they're actually sitting back waiting for the numbers. If the numbers show them, hey, let's jump on now.
Yeah.
Let's jump on.
All right, so I got a question that people always ask us as DJs, right? They always be like, who's an artist that blew that you was like, I ain't see that coming? Or that came across your desk and you was like, nah, I don't see it. And then it took off. 'Cause that's happened to me a lot.
You know, it's crazy. That's a 2-part too, because I got a list of people I brought that didn't make it through, and now and then there's people, you know, I didn't quite see it. Who did I didn't see? I'm gonna keep heat fire too right now. Shout out to my nigga Ken, man. My nigga Ken Swanson, OMB PZ manager, man. He told me about Hard Nard 6-12 months ago, like way before the hype or anything, and I had to call him and like, hey, I didn't see it. I apologize. He that nigga. I fuck with Hard Nard.
Funky brought his name up a while back.
Yeah, he going crazy.
The girls put me on the Hard Nard. The strippers.
Yeah, that's
He
what
going
Funky
crazy
brought him.
right
Funky
now.
brought him up. Him and what's the cat? Fat Matt.
Fat Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he definitely one. As far as people brought and it didn't, work out. ESTG.
You feel like ESTG didn't work out?
No, as far as
for
us
y'all,
seeing
okay.
him and bringing him, and he didn't go Generation Now.
Okay.
Okay.
ESTG. Shout out to Royce on that. Big extra plug.
Wow.
Fucking.
Y'all had a chance to grab him?
What? I
would have loved him with y'all.
Yeah. Well, everything
It worked out for him,
worked out. I was on Belly Gang early.
Word.
Way early. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Stamp that. But, people like that. It's a whole bunch of people, but yeah.
Yo, it's tough because you can't always
It's the
see.
timing of everything. Like, 'cause now when I'm saying the names, it evolved to what it is now, but at the timing, so much got to happen for that person to see what you see.
Facts.
At the time that you see it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's
We
crazy.
did that, man. Listen, you know how many times we did
I
it
know
with
y'all.
Monday.
I already know.
Dog, especially my stiff ass. I'm stiff.
Is
I'm
there any
man.
that you just knew it was gonna crack and it didn't, song wise?
Man, there's a lot of cats that come through that got great songs that
Wow.
like the sad part about it is, and I hate to see it like that now, is like I see so much talent, bro, that I see talent. Like you can really go like, hey man, they got a good song.
Yeah.
And you just know like shit, it ain't going past 285.
Right.
And it ain't because of them, it's because of how the city and how the game is structured right now. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of these cats ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? And it really is a money structured game to a degree. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can't really bypass the whole having to take care of certain things that have to be taken care of from an independent standpoint. I always
Facts.
say this: as an independent artist, have to really you're saying as a independent label, you're gonna be able to do everything that a major label do.
Exactly.
So you got to be able to spend that same amount of money
What?
that the major would have spent. You're just saying you would do it independently.
Yeah, man.
Where people got the game fucked up is when they start going, well, I'm independent. I just need some help doing it.
That defeats the
That
purpose.
was never
Yeah,
the
facts.
independent game. The
Yes.
independent game was, even when you go back and you look at what Barry Gordy did with the $800, he started Motown. He took $800 and said, with this $800, I'm going to do everything that the major label would do for my artists. Now artists don't do that. Now is, I just need
I
some
need
help.
some help. Yeah. And what's the help? Money,
No.
resources, everything.
No.
Yeah, for nothing. That's
No,
what I'm saying.
free.
You know what I'm saying? They
there's
want
no-
everything from you
for
for
free.
nothing. Yeah, exactly.
Everything they
It
want
don't
is
work
free.
that way. It don't work
You
that
know
way.
what I'm saying?
I got an Atlanta question actually. Something I think about all the time. Why you think it's one era of Atlanta that I feel do not get talked about at all, and it was like a 3 to 5 year span. I call it the showcase era.
Word.
That I came.
That's our
from.
era.
You know what I'm saying? Where B.O.B. came from. Rock
Oh,
City.
yeah.
Ray
Yellow
Daniels came from.
Right.
It doesn't get
No, it
talked
just doesn't
about
get
as
talked
an
about.
era, like because so many people. That was the only time,
Yes.
unestablished, not no motion,
That was like,
no
I
nothing,
think,
getting
but I
signed
think, but
straight off
that
the
was,
stage.
That was like, I want to say that you got to be talking about like maybe from
Royal
05
Peacock.
to 08.
Yeah,
05 to
exactly.
08.
Yeah.
05 to 08.
Royal Peacock, almost
because, like,
famous.
because-
Atrium.
Yes.
But
That's how I met you, y'all.
Yeah, that
doing it.
era don't get talked about because when the trap era really came, and it's like after we
Jeezy
started
came out
with
right after that,
Jeezy
yep.
and the
He did.
Migos, and everything started popping, pop. You forgot about that time.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And it's just
Yeah.
like when you think about the 80s rap, like they skip over the 80s and go straight to the 90s. You don't even remember 80s rap was even there.
Do a documentary on that shit, bro.
But listen,
For real.
but you got those 3 to 5 years you're talking about
Was crazy.
Probably some of the biggest artists in Atlanta
And
came,
the best talent, bro.
right.
I watched Young Jock get signed. I watched
But that
Party
was
Boys, Rock
Rock
like a rock
City,
star.
But that's the same era
Rock-
that we.
Fun, too,
what?
though. That was fun time.
That's the same era we talking about that we celebrate now with the Metro Boomin album.
True.
You get what I'm saying?
True.
All those cats.
Came from that showcase.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Crucial
a fact.
on a
Ooh,
Monday.
That's a fact. I never thought about that.
Everything.
That's a
fact.
That's what we celebrate right
I
now.
was performing with all them niggas.
Exactly. That's the same
that's
era.
a fact.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why that when you say it don't get talked about because we just celebrated it.
Yeah.
You get it, but
It just doesn't get looked at like that's where it came from.
right.
Yeah.
And we don't celebrate those days because so much happened after that. Like so much great shit happened after
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying?
I think a part of it too is there was no social media, right? So there's not a lot of footage of all
Right.
that shit that we was doing.
Well, we
Like,
had social media. It was just YouTube, and we didn't have
Yeah.
no iPhone.
No, it was MySpace.
Yeah.
At the most.
We had the little flip phone
Word,
and go
yeah.
into the joint.
So you don't even have good footage of all
You
that
got
fly
no
shit that
footage
was
of
going on.
yeah.
But
If you
that
got
was an
that,
era.
You ain't see it.
But that was an era though when you
Man,
really think
what?
about it because
I like that
everybody-
name, the Showcase era, for sure.
Yeah, but everybody that came out of that era, you got to think about is doing something right now.
That's a fact.
in the industry.
That's a fact.
They doing something. Whether they doing podcasts, they
Yeah.
managing, they managing rappers, they doing something.
That's a fact.
Because that's when you had to really be outside. So your network got strong because niggas see you all the time. They're like, ah, man.
Nigga, Charlie is from that era.
Exactly. And look at him.
Bruh, that's
Facts.
crazy.
Tech.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got look at all the people. Everybody that
Wow.
came out of that era is successful. You know what
sure.
I'm saying? Because during that era, you had to be outside. You had to be out touching somebody.
No
man.
choice but to be outside.
Yeah, because you wasn't no phone.
No.
You get what I'm saying? Like
It was
I
flyers.
remember guys sitting around going, "Hey man, I gotta get my shit together so I can go to the Ozone Award."
What?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
oh,
saying?
man. No,
you
nigga.
know,
TJ's DJs in Florida.
I had to go to
Yeah.
TJ
Dip Week.
Dip Week. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Come on.
All of that.
All
All of
that.
that.
And you had to be at it. It wasn't
Had
you
to.
couldn't phone it in.
No, pull up. You gotta travel, nigga.
And that's why, like,
For sure.
now,
Go
like,
see Bigger Rankin.
and we can move on past this. I always say this, like, it's so much stuff that come to the city now that I feel like artists don't take advantage of. Like, even when we do stuff, like when we do the conferences and that stuff, we'll see people from out of town
Take more advantage.
take more advantage of what we offer than the people in town. We'll see people come from Alabama, Carolina, D.C., Texas, Seattle, Washington.
Yeah.
For sure.
And you got people that live 15 minutes away from what we actually doing and won't even show up.
The bubble is spoiled, man. I think I don't think Atlanta appreciate what Atlanta got because it's here. It's like right up the street to them. So
I always said this. I say one of the most influential things that we had, we treated it like a piece of shit, and that was the DJs.
Because like you said when we were talking about it the last time, everybody had to do what? Come see the DJ first.
yes.
That when you go to other cities right now, and you travel, you go places. This is the only place. If I'm lying, correct me, please. This is the only place where, as a artist, you can go to the DJ and go, "Hey man, play my shit," and he'll play it right then. This probably the only market like that,
And it means something too. The
where you
play-
can walk in a club prime time and go, "Run my shit one time."
Facts.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get what I'm
And
saying?
he got you.
Yep.
And he gonna take the chance
Yeah.
of losing his job because you just
Skimped them down.
you get what I'm saying? But this is the only city like that, and that's why I said when we were breaking records and when DJs were breaking records and the artists were taking the records to it, that was the one benefit that other places didn't have. That
Yeah.
you could come straight out the studio and go straight to Strokers. You
Yeah.
can go straight to Magic
What?
City, or you can go to Platinum. You can
Yes.
go anywhere and just get your record
Niggas
played
used
right
to go
then.
from Patchwork to the Flame, bro.
Right.
Like, dead ass.
You're right.
It be
And,
like-
and listen,
'Cause you was right
just
there,
think
you
about
don't
think
know
about it like
somebody
this.
what?
If you was to go and really talk to Hershey and talk to those guys that was really around during that time, the Funkies, rest in peace, Nando. They had the original copies of those songs straight out the studio.
Yeah, unmixed.
Unmixed.
Unmastered. Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? Because I remember like when Future came, we had the unmixed version of Tony Montana, and when they mixed it, I could never play the mixed version of it because the real version was going so hard.
They call that demo ear. You got that. Them 2 tracks be jamming, nigga.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
But we don't live in that era no more, man. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So That's the beauty of when you talk about that 3 to 5 year period right there, and that was really like before we started Coalition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was there when y'all thought of that fucking
Yeah,
shit.
you know what I'm saying. So
What to
'Cause
watch it grow where it's at now? Like it's crazy.
It really was a Phillies in them. That's why I'm so proud of what y'all built, because it's like, though, I remember, again, that same era. I remember pressing up my CDs. I had the CD burner, and I was like, oh, shit, Don Cannon going to be at Justin's tonight. I'm going to Justin's so I can make sure Don Cannon get my fucking CD. I remember that. That's why I treat artists like that, because I'm like, nigga, I've been you. I know how that shit feel, bro.
Yeah, man.
Give me your music, man.
I'm proud of them guys, man. Especially
beautiful,
Cannon
bro.
and Drum. I've been knowing them for a long time.
Yeah.
a long time.
And Cannon got one of my
Legends.
favorite podcasts, by the way, too, man.
the producer
Yeah,
podcast.
Backtrack is fire.
That
Super
shit's
fire.
so
Shit is fire.
hard. That
Shout
shit's
out
so
to
hard.
tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
for sure.
Yeah, man. But yeah, just I'm glad we got to have you on the show. It's actually, you came before when we was at Stankonia and you brought us Seti, right? Yeah.
Seti Hendricks, right?
Seti Hendricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he brought it. Yeah, so
Nah, that's what's up.
come on, man.
That's a guy that don't even be out. He outside. He can do his thing.
He just did something with
He just
Damani.
had something
He
happen
was
too,
on-
yeah.
With
Something-
Damani and them. But yeah, man. I'm proud of you, my nigga. Publicly,
bro.
I want to tell you
Thank
that.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you,
just
thank
being
you.
honest, bro. You know, I don't want to say it be fake shit. I didn't even know you was A&R and I always seen you. So I learned something new today. You know what I
Nah,
mean? So
definitely,
it's a blessing, bro.
Nah, my
And-
nigga.
and-
Hey, it makes
congrats,
sense on
bro.
the vibe now. It makes sense. Because every
Yeah.
time I see you and Folky, y'all give me like rapper still,
Yeah,
bro that
yeah.
used to rap vibe. So that make a lot of sense now. Okay, for sure.
I'm still thinking you Willie Joe the rapper. I ain't know you Willie Joe the A&R.
He brought Seti to the podcast. You weren't paying
You know how
attention.
long I've been knowing him, bro?
Yeah, a long time.
You know how long? You know how hard he went as a rapper?
So you just look at him as forever.
I always seen him as Willie Joe, the artist.
Yeah.
I never looked at him as.
Nah,
now,
I get that, though.
now I see why you be like, damn, why he in here? What he doing?
Yeah, exactly.
But now you see how the evolution makes sense too.
You know, sometimes,
Exactly.
and people would never say this, like when you see certain people in certain spaces, it may make you go, damn, what are he doing in here?
Yeah.
And when I see you in certain spaces, damn, what are you doing in here? And then now it makes sense.
Nigga
Now
used to do that to me too, bro.
No,
Yeah,
a lot of people do. It makes sense because I'm
Wax.
not vocal. Like, the way I went hard as an
Well, you know,
artist.
nigga, I'm old
do
school,
that as
so you
A&R.
know, I live by the old school rule. You know, I gotta know who you are for me to really acknowledge what you do. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
Yeah.
That's a
So
fact.
for sure. Well, yeah, I'm proud of you, my nigga.
Thank you,
You know what I'm
thank
saying? What could we look forward to before we go?
A lot, man. We got a whole new thing. You know, I call it 2.0, Generation Now 2.0. It's one of them exciting times in my career. We got about like 5, 6 new artists we about to announce. All of them came through me. So it's a super big deal. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's my moment.
You don't
It's
want
my
to give us
time.
no exclusive on the
Ooh,
5?
it's going some crazy too. Ooh.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's
I want
big.
the 5, nigga. Give me one.
If you got 5 artists about to come through the shoot, that's big.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And so when we kicking it off, we got with shout out to Nyla Simone and shout out to Charlamagne the Guy. We got with them. They about to shoot a Gangster Grill. We got like 9 artists together that we think are next. Kind of topic how we was talking about.
Ruben Vincent?
Yep, he's one of them for sure.
See, I know my shit, bro.
Ruben Vincent.
Ruben Vincent.
Yeah,
I know him.
he's
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure
yeah.
one of them. Kai Cash, obviously, and then a couple other dope people. But we got that coming real soon. So I had a pleasure helping A&R that. So a lot of dope things on the way for sure.
Anything
That's
we
dope,
could
bro.
do to help, bro.
No, you already know, man. You
And
already
bring
know,
the new
man.
music Monday, man.
Hey, I actually got a conversation offline for y'all, man. Shout out to the Bay Area. I got a platform called Team Bay Area that's doing real well. Like they got a chapter, a Coalition DJ chapter out there that if they just knew that y'all cared a little bit about it, it's y'all new chapter. We're gonna talk about it, but I'm telling you.
Yeah, I need help with that Bay Area chapter. So
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
help me
That's
out.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
You know, my people out there, they young.
TNT, that's my
they
brother,
wanna,
man.
They want to
Yeah.
learn, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, if they knew Funky, X, and Filthy was like, I'm telling you.
No, they do. Me and TNT talk all the time. He was
The
just out
Bay
here.
Area.
No, they don't.
That's
but,
what
but
I mean.
they don't have.
Yeah.
You know, my thing with
The
them is
culture knows. Yeah.
my thing about them is, we gotta go there and co-sign
Yes.
it. Me and Short
The
talked
second
about
that
it.
happen, you're going
Me-
to have every
Yeah.
popping DJ, everybody being a
Yeah,
coalition.
me and Short already talked about it, so it's
See,
gonna happen. So
exactly.
me and you gotta just lock in on it.
Exactly.
Let's make that happen for sure.
Yeah, that's
ASAP.
good.
Coalition Bay Area for real shit.
On the way. All right,
No,
man.
this already there. Oh,
Yeah, it's
No, we
already
on the way. I'm
established.
talking about us. We
Oh,
on the
yeah.
way to the Bay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Way at
All
the
right,
Bay.
man. It's been another episode of We Outside Show. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. One time for my boy Willie Jones, Generation Now.
Yeah.